Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Young and the Restless next 2 weeks. Cameron turns Sharon sinister, Nick spills to Phyllis and Kyle confuses Claire. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers for the next 2 weeks. August 26 to September 6, reveal that Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, will reject Jack Abbott's, Peter Bergman, Olive Branch before getting some good news from Summer Newman, Allison Lanier. During the week of August 26 to 30, Summer will be willing to work out a new custody agreement that's fair on both sides, so Kyle will hope they can officially put this feud behind them. However, more drama could be brewing thanks to Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, next move. I&R spoilers say Victor will push Kyle to find another nanny and give Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, a nudge out of the position. When Claire gets updates on this new nanny search, she'll apparently assume Summer is responsible. Claire thought Summer was softening toward her and that she at least respected how much she cares about Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell. This will feel like a setback, so Claire will corner Summer with questions. Summer obviously won't be the problem, but she may grow suspicious of Kyle's motives and suspect that he's got a strange alliance with Victor going on. Jack and Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, will also grow more concerned about Victor's ability to sway Kyle, so they'll strategize about how to stop this. That could bring another conversation about attacking Lysaide and trying to end Victor's hold on Kyle for good. However, Victor will have a few tricks up his sleeve when it comes to using Kyle and Jack's tension in his favor. Other Y&R spoilers say Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, will let her walls down with Alan Laurent, Christopher Cousins, even more. That would be a good thing if it weren't for the twist that's likely brewing. Our predictions hint that Alan will eventually be revealed as his evil twin, Martin Laurent, Christopher Cousins, so Tracy could land in some danger as this swap storyline moves along. In the meantime, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will head to Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and Sally Spectra's Courtney Hope place, where he'll confront Adam about the hookup Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, confessed to. Sally will discover that Adam lied, so she'll finally get him to confess to sleeping with Chelsea in Baltimore. Of course, it looks like it'll be too little, too late. Sally seems poised to declare their relationship over and walk out on Adam, so he may drink himself into oblivion as he tries to cope. As for Chelsea, she'll meet back up with Billy and deliver a desperate plea for forgiveness. Will Billy find it in his heart to get past Chelsea's betrayal or feel like he has to end things? After Faith Newman, Raylan Castor, comes to drunk Lucy Romalotti's, Lily Brooks O'Brien, rescue and tries to drive her home, their car will spin out and smash into a wall. The result will be some scary moments for both Lucy and Faith in the hospital. It'll be especially hard on Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, since it'll be such a big reminder of when Cassie Newman, Cameron Grimes, lost her life. Lucy will eventually regain consciousness and face some backlash from Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei, and Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom. Although Heather and Lucy will be relieved when they learn Lucy's going to be Oak, she'll get a lecture for sneaking out and drinking. There's no word yet on what Faith's condition will look like, but Sharon will definitely be shaken up, and Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby, will use that to mess with her head even more. Cameron will push Sharon down a sinister road while Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, opens up to Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, about his Sharon-related concerns. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, so Sharon might target Daniel for letting Lucy run amok and Phyllis for latching onto Nick after another family emergency. The week of September 2 to 6 will bring some disturbing moves for Sharon, so she may create some criminal situations if Cameron gets his way. Elsewhere, Lily Winters, Crystal Collell, will be ready to fight back against Billy when it comes to his decision to shove her out of Abbott Chancellor. Lily's alliance with Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, could prove to be quite beneficial as she plots some upcoming moves. As for Adam, will he try to win Sally back despite how badly he messed up? Adam might plead for a reunion, but Sally seems far more likely to drift in Billy's direction romantically instead. The Young and the Restless spoilers say the next 2 weeks will bring some hostility and unexpected moments, so stay tuned. Over the next 2 weeks on The Young and the Restless, the stakes in Genoa City reach a fever pitch as dark secrets, sinister transformations, and unexpected alliances unfold, leaving everyone questioning who they can trust. Cameron's sinister influence on Sharon. The air is thick with tension as Sharon Newman finds herself slowly succumbing to the toxic influence of Cameron Kirsten. After his sudden return to Genoa City, Cameron's presence has been a dark cloud over Sharon's life, threatening to unravel the peace she's fought so hard to maintain. Despite Nick's constant warnings, Sharon feels an inexplicable pull toward Cameron, a pull that's as terrifying as it is enticing. In the coming weeks, Sharon begins to exhibit behaviors that leave her loved ones deeply concerned. Once a beacon of light and compassion, she starts making decisions that are shockingly out of character. Cameron, ever the master manipulator, knows just how to play on Sharon's insecurities and deepest fears. He whispers in her ear, planting seeds of doubt and paranoia, all while presenting himself as her only true ally in a world full of enemies. Sharon's transformation doesn't go unnoticed by those closest to her. Maria and Faith are the first to sense that something is wrong. Maria, in particular, tries to reach out to her mother, but Sharon's responses are cold and distant. Faith, already grappling with her own trauma from Cameron's past actions, is petrified that history is repeating itself. The more they push, however, the more Sharon retreats into herself, finding solace in Cameron's twisted version of the truth. Cameron's ultimate plan slowly comes to light. He's not just interested in Sharon, he wants to turn her against everyone she loves. He sees her as his most powerful weapon, one that can wreak havoc in Genoa City like never before. And as Sharon begins to alienate herself from her family and friends, Cameron's influence grows stronger, turning her into a shadow of her former self. The question on everyone's mind is, how far will Sharon go under Cameron's spell? And is there any way to bring her back? Nick's confession to Phyllis. Meanwhile, Nick Newman finds himself grappling with a moral dilemma that could change everything. After learning disturbing information about Cameron's true intentions, Nick knows he must act quickly to protect Sharon, but in doing so, he uncovers a dark secret about Sharon's past, one that he's unsure how to handle. Desperate for guidance, Nick turns to the one person who has always challenged him in ways no one else can, Phyllis Summers. Despite their tumultuous history, Nick knows that Phyllis is someone who can cut through the noise and help him make sense of the chaos. However, what starts as a plea for advice quickly turns into something more complicated. Phyllis, ever the provocateur, is intrigued by Nick's secret. She's always had a soft spot for him, and seeing him so conflicted only draws her closer. Nick, on the other hand, is walking a tightrope. He wants to protect Sharon, but he also can't shake the growing connection he feels with Phyllis. In a moment of vulnerability, Nick spills everything to Phyllis. His fears about Cameron, his concerns for Sharon, and the dangerous secret he's uncovered. Phyllis, being Phyllis, immediately sees an opportunity. She knows that this information could be a game-changer in Genoa City, not just for Nick and Sharon, but for everyone. She starts to formulate a plan, one that could either save Sharon or destroy her completely. But Nick, realizing that he's opened Pandora's box, begins to question whether he made the right decision in confiding in Phyllis. As the two of them navigate this treacherous terrain, their old feelings resurface, leading to a complicated mix of emotions that could either reignite their romance or lead to a catastrophic fallout. Kyle's confusing actions with Claire. As if the drama with Sharon and Nick isn't enough, Kyle Abbott finds himself in a whirlwind of confusion involving Claire. With his marriage to Summer on shaky ground, Kyle has been leaning on Claire more and more for support. But what started as a harmless friendship is quickly spiraling into something much more complicated. Claire, who has always admired Kyle from afar, is finding it increasingly difficult to hide her true feelings. She's there for him during his darkest moments, offering comfort and understanding in a way that Summer hasn't been able to lately. And while Kyle appreciates Claire's support, he's starting to feel something deeper, something that's confusing him more than he cares to admit. Over the next 2 weeks, Kyle's interactions with Claire take on a new intensity. There are lingering glances, accidental touches, and conversations that toe the line between friendship and something more. Claire, sensing that Kyle might be feeling the same way, starts to hope that this could be the beginning of something real. But Kyle is torn. He still loves Summer, but the distance between them is growing every day. Claire is becoming more important to him, and he's not sure how to reconcile those feelings. Things come to a head when Kyle makes a decision that leaves Claire utterly confused. In a moment of weakness, he kisses her, only to immediately pull back, apologizing profusely. Claire is left reeling, not knowing what to make of Kyle's mixed signals. She's caught between hope and despair, unsure whether to pursue her feelings or back away before she gets hurt. Kyle, for his part, is racked with guilt. He knows that what he did was wrong, but he can't deny the connection he feels with Claire. As he tries to navigate his complicated emotions, he finds himself more lost than ever. The next 2 weeks will see Kyle struggling to make sense of his feelings for both Summer and Claire, leading to a decision that could change the course of his life, and theirs forever. The fallout. As these storylines unfold, the residents of Geno City find themselves caught in a web of secrets, lies, and unexpected twists. Cameron's grip on Sharon tightens, Nick and Phyllis' alliance grows more complicated, and Kyle's heart is torn in two. The next 2 weeks will be a roller coaster of emotions, with each character facing decisions that will have far-reaching consequences. In the end, nothing in Geno City will ever be the same.